Hachi, 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 hachi. Welcome in, you guys. How are you? How are you? How are you? Oh, I'm so happy to see you guys. I'm so happy to see you. So I had a dream last night. I need to tell you. I'm always happy to see you. Always. It's like coming home when I'm with you. It's like coming home when I'm with you, but I'm extra happy to see you today because of a dream I had last night. I had a nightmare. It was about stream. So how do I explain this? What a dream. Okay, so so basically in my so I have this tendency to have bad dreams about like not doing a good job on stream. And that tends to do with like, I don't know, like a pot boils over in the kitchen and I go to check on it, but then I forget that stream is on, and so I don't remember to come back to my chat until like an hour or two later or something like that. So last night I had a dream that okay, so I had called a family member of mine or something to interview them for stream. And you know, I was getting everything ready, and then something happened and I fell asleep. I started taking a nap on stream. I fell asleep, which made me feel really, really bad once I woke up. But to make matters worse, when I woke up and I was back on my stream, I was all apologetic. I was like, oh, I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm sorry. I fell asleep. I was so tired. But don't worry, we're gonna stream now. And then I look, and I've been screen sharing my uncle's webcam, and it's my uncle from my mom's side of the family and my uncle from my dad's side of the family, and they're making out on stream. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know why. My uncles were making out, which was bad, first of all, because now that was a family scandal. They're both married, by the way. They're both married with kids. They're both married with kids in the real life. So first of all, I ruined my family by publicizing a family scandal. And second of all, I had you guys watching that for like an hour. Someone had to entertain chat. That's a crazy statement. And then Alexa, please, Sweet Home Alabama. No! And then I fell asleep and I left you guys there with Unc Yowie. I left you with the Unc Yowie. And that was my dream. And I woke up and I started crying. I started crying. I woke up and I started crying. And then you know when you have a bad dream and you like you feel sad or you feel scared. So as a kid you like crawl over to your parents' room. So I crawled out into the kitchen and I managed to catch both of my friends in time before they went off to work. And they were like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "No, I had a bad dream." They were like, "Oh, poor thing, you had a bad dream? Tell us about your bad dream." And I was like, "My uncles were making out on stream." And they were like, "Huh?" I was like, yes, I fell asleep and my uncles were making out on stream, and I was so sad. I was like, I had a really bad dream, you guys. I'm so happy that I got to catch you before you went to work, because I was so scared." And they were like, "Huh?" Why did you claim it was a dream when it actually happened? Stop! Don't scare me like that! Do not scare me like that! I'm... Oh! That is so insane. I love your brain. I don't love my brain in those moments. Not in those moments. Best stream. Best stream! If my best stream was one where I fell asleep and I wasn't even the one doing the entertaining and you guys were being entertained by Onkyali, then I best retire. Actually, I mean, who knows though? There are people who... There is a channel that I watch on Twitch sometimes that is a bunny sanctuary. And we used to raid into it back in the day, but you can like pay bits and donate and stuff, and then it'll dispense snacks all out to the bunnies. And they just kind of keep that stream up like most of the day. And my stream could be that. Like, that could be my bit. You know, I don't have to be the center of the stream. I don't have to be the subject. I don't even have to be the host. All I can do is it can be like one of those zoo live streams. You know, like watch Mudang on stream 24/7. Except it's watch Anki Yaoi on stream 24/7. I'd be so confused. I thought this was a Yuri channel. Right? That's the most confusing thing. It's not even Auntie Yaoi. I mean, Auntie Yaoi? Auntie Yuri! It's not even Auntie Yuri. Sending bits to your own kiss. But enough about me. Glad to catch one of your streams finally. Chu-chan, welcome in. I'm so happy to have you here. Welcome into the stream for the very first time. Welcome in, welcome in. Saw someone choo-choo in their stream announcement and thought someone broke my account. That's you! That's you! This is definitely not what I signed up for. Dude, VTuber's Dream of Uncle Yaoi is my favorite Philip K. Dick novel. Right? I thought Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep was a little bit mid, but his sequel, Do VTuber's Dream of Uncle Yaoi, was definitely a banger. Definitely. I'm all for Old Man Yaoi, but that would have been confusing for sure. I don't even consider them to be like old men at this point. Middle-aged men yaoi. Is that something that is desired? Actually, so every now and then, every like half a year or so, my Twitter feed delivers this series of videos to me again. Which is like, I think it's a commercial or it's like a series of shorts. I don't know if they're commercials or if they're just shorts. But, it's like a series of like middle-aged Japanese businessmen on a crowded train, and there's a whole bunch of like middle-aged Fujo ladies watching them as, you know, the train lurches left and right, and then they end up like accidentally crashing really close into each other, and they're like oh, summon. They're like, yeah, you know the video, right? And then every time they get smushed up against each other because the train is being unstable, the middle-aged Fujo ladies are like, oh, look at that, oh. Also, Brand, thank you so much for resubscribing for 75 months. 75 months is crazy. Welcome back to the Beehive. Hi Phoebe, excited to see Denshattack. It seems so cool from what I've seen. Right. Me too. I've been looking forward to it for a while. I saw it in a game direct. It may have been in a wholesome direct, but it may have been like just in a different indie game direct. And when I saw it there, I was like, oh god, I have to play that. I gotta play that. Isn't there a male idol group that are all ex-salarymen? Unctainment for sure. It exists out there. Wait. Sorry, I just had a revelation. You know, the other day, like maybe 2 days ago, when we were talking on stream about like, oh, where in Japan can I book out a room that's one, has good Wi-Fi, 2, has outlets so I can plug in my remote stream setup, and 3, would allow me to be really loud, and is like soundproofed and stuff, so that I can like do my V-Expo meet and greets while I'm in Japan. And we were like, a love hotel might be a good bet. And we were talking about the different kinds of weird love hotels that I've seen on YouTube. And I was like, oh, there's one that looks like a train. I think think I'm thinking too hard. I think I'm thinking too hard right now. I think I'm thinking too hard. I might go to sleep smarter tonight than I was when I woke up this morning. Maybe. But I'm too scared to... We'll stop that. Yeah, I'm gonna stop that. I'm gonna stop thinking for a little bit. Yeah, no thoughts. No thoughts. Well... Now I'm embarrassed. Now I'm embarrassed. Oh, yeah, let me drink some water real quick. Oh. This was the greatest start to a Phoebe stream of all time. Stop! Please don't tell me that the Unk-Yowie dream start to my stream was the most entertaining in the 6 years I've been doing this, please. The double entendre is too easy for the train joke. I'm not sure I caught the double entendre, but I did have a revelation. Love Hotel can be far more than just love. I mean... It's certainly a love of something. Sometimes thinking is a bad thing. This is where we stop. Yeah, the brain. Why it do that? Why? Why the brain do that? I'm making a note for myself here. that this needs to be clipped. Hold on. Oh my gosh. First 20 minutes of... Oh god. I need to do this more often. I need to be more diligent about this. Isn't going to a love hotel for the rates like reading Playboy for the articles. I mean... I didn't even know. Well, I've never seen a Playboy magazine myself, but I didn't realize there were articles. But I did hear that some people go and like either foreigners who are traveling or businessmen who are out really late have, you know, gone to love hotels and stayed there for the rates because they can be pretty cheap. In a love hotel somewhere that has old Famicoms hooked up. Well, you can game! You can game on your date. Good afternoon, big guy. How are you? I mean, I've learned so... I sure hope that I've learned and grown since 2022 Hidden Then. I sure hope so. And learning cursed knowledge is also learning and growing as well. That is adding wrinkles to your brain. That is adding rings to your tree stump, you know? The rates they post outside do look pretty cheap, not gonna lie. I don't know, I don't think I've ever been near one. Well, actually, I've probably passed by several without even knowing. They seem pretty discreet, but weirdly didn't get a live ping from Discord. Eh? Really? The FeebeeHive Discord? Huh. Strange. Or was it the Densetsu Discord? They actually do have a lot of famous writers interviewed in Playboy. Do they write, like... Do they write adult novels or something? Why are they being interviewed for Playboy? Manga cafes are affordable too, but not good for being noisy. Yeah, that's the one. That's the thing, is I would have said, like, oh, a cafe or a manga cafe or something, but they would have to be okay with me screaming and being like, hi, so-and-so! Thank you so much for coming to meet and greet! I really appreciate it! A hachi nose? It's about everything. Sometimes it's even about video games. Really? What? Even is this? So it's an encyclopedic magazine about the world with little spackles of raunchy photo shoots sprinkled here and there. Is that what it is? Shigeru Miyamoto was interviewed in Playboy one time about Mario Galaxy. Excuse me? Wait, why? What? Why? Was the theme of that issue video games? Was it Vidya? Vidya? Yeah, hence the meme. I read it for the articles. The articles I mean, imagine your dream is to be like a Star magazine / newspaper article writer. And by a stroke of, I don't know, maybe your uncle works there, your yaoi uncle works there, you were able to get a job, finally, only at Playboy. But your dream, you know, is to put out some real good prose for people to read, some real good articles, some real good reading material. Stuff you would look forward to reading every single month. You know, you want people to be regular readers of your work. So you still put just as much heart, just as much effort, just as much love into your articles for Playboy. You're like, this is it. I'm gonna make Playboy a magazine that everyone reads. A magazine for the whole family. A magazine that everyone can look forward to every month. Well, I did. Yeah, surely. But you're like stuck writing it for Playboy, you know? Oh boy, can't wait to read the upcoming investigative journalism report in the new Playboy issue. You have money for the plush, you just need to wait till you can reach the threshold to get paid on YouTube. Ganbatte. You do have about a week left, so be careful. I won't be here to remind you guys on stream around that time, since it'll be in a week. It's gonna be Skyline Serenade. Can you believe it? Skyline Serenade, just a week away. Whoa, Skyline Serenade, just in a week. It came so fast. Oh, it came so fast. So, I haven't rehearsed yet today, because it started raining, and the rain was nice, and the sunlight felt good, so I fell asleep and had a little nappy on the couch before stream. And that's the time I would have taken to rehearse. So I'm gonna have to practice after this and get some recording done and stuff too. But it felt so nice. The sunlight felt so nice. And you'd be surprised how often the random thing focused on something specific and unrelated ends up having the best reporting on random issues that happen to interact with their focus. Yeah, I bet. Oh gosh. What a super group. I know, right? I'm so happy to be able to perform alongside many precious friends and guest friends as well at Skyline. So please, even if you can't be there in person, please get your virtual streaming tickets at skylineserenade.com. Get your IRL in-person tickets as well, because it's way cooler in person too. So if you're able to, please make sure to try and be there. There's going to be cool merch available for sale online. It's also going to be available for sale at the venue physically. And then there's going to be a message board too, so whether you can attend virtually or physically or not at all, you can still put a message on the message board, also skylineserenade.com. Hope to see you there. Wish I could be there IRL. I know, Sora no Ito, because then you could see. You were the mama. You are my mama to my new form. My new form. You guys have been putting out some beautiful fan art of my new idol performance outfit as well. Thank you so much. I'm so excited to see more and more and more. You'll watch on streaming. I'll be doing my best. Right now, my big concerns and what I've been super grinding out is 1, memorizing certain lyrics, and 2, memorizing and learning dances. So yeah, I have been practicing the very, very best that I can for hours every day. You're gonna be there. It's your birthday present to yourself, your first VTuber/idol concert. I am honored. And also, happy early birthday, Magic's Word King. Happy early birthday. streaming ticket ready and waiting. I know you'll be amazing. Thank you, Pac Type. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I'm really excited. So excited. Also, this is your reminder about my plushie. My Phoebe's very first plushie ever. My plushie is available for sale on YouTube for only the next week or so. So please make sure to get your pre-orders in, please. I don't think this. I mean, I don't really know how YouTube works, but I don't think this one is gonna be coming back. So this is your one chance to get my very first ever plushie. There'll probably definitely be more Phoebe plushies in the future, but they will have other forms, and this is the first of her kind. This is the first of their kind. So you're an old man. You're turning 39. You're not even 40 yet, dude. You're not old. Don't worry. I'm not saying you will be old once you're 40, but I mean, to me, that's when Unk happens. That's when Unk happens. And there's nothing wrong with being Unk. I was talking to Hoshi when we raided into Hoshi the other day. Hoshi, who is several years older than me, was like, Hoshi was like, I want to be like the male equivalent of hag, but I don't like the word Unk. And I was like, but Unk is kind of cute. Unk is kind of a cute word, you know? I kind of hate the word hag, but I wouldn't mind being Unk. And then Hoshi was like, okay, then we switch. You can be Unk one day, and I will be hag. And then I was like, okay, sure. Yeah, Graham sounds worse. Unk affectionate. Dilf, I mean what? Yeah, it seems to be better. It seems better to be Unk than hag. Hoshi said otherwise. I think Unk is kind of an affectionate term. It's like being called auntie. You know? I have yet to be called auntie because I don't have any nieces or nephews yet. I don't think. I don't have any nieces or nephews yet, so I've yet to be called it. But one day, Unk sounds like honk. Yeah. Unk is just short for honk. Unk is honk minus the Let's all call people ate instead of hag. Ate or ne-chan. I call you ne-chan, Caternal. You're my Caternal ne-chan. Hello, little pink boy. Hope you're doing well today. I missed you. I missed you too. I missed you. Your strong adoptable energy helps repel the auntie allegations too. Yeah, there have been 0 auntie allegations so far. I aim to be. Well, I don't even have to aim for it, but I'm happy to be extremely adoptable. And so is Plumshie. So yeah, like I said, make sure you go adopt Plumshie as well. Little Phoebe Plumshie. You call yourself a hag king personally. Whoa. What is hag king? Tito and Tita eventually. Funny thing is, I don't even call any of my uncles and aunties Tito and Tita. I just call them auntie and uncle. I guess that's how whitewashed my family is. I do, however, I don't call my grandmas and grandpas Lola and Lola either. I just call them grandma and grandpa. Well, my sisters used to be forced to call me ate by my mom, but not ate. My mom was like, ugh, no, not ate. We're gonna use the Ilocano term instead, mana. But then I think in Tagalog, in the Tagalog dialect, manang is like tita, right? Or something like that, I think. But in Ilocano, manang is just big sister. Cause like her younger brother and sister, by the way, the younger brother who was one of the uncles in my dream, called her manang when they were growing up. So she kind of forced my sisters to call me manang Phoebe, growing up. But then like, now they don't call me that. They call me Fifi. And my mom for a while was super irked by that. She was like, look, if you're gonna call her Fee or Fifi, at least call her Manang Fifi. And my sisters were like, That's very lame. And so they continued to just call me Fifi. So yeah, my little sisters call me Fee or Fifi. Mm. Yeah. Fifi is a peak nickname. It's actually short for something. It's short for Fifi la Flower Tot. I don't know how or when or why Fufu came up with that nickname for me. But Fifi's short for Fifi la Flower Tot. Though they also call me Fee because of my because that's my name in Final Fantasy 14 is Fee. I really don't know the origin story of that nickname. You are a flower tot, so that makes sense. Is a flower tot a breed of tater tot? Is it a distant cousin of the tater tot? Fifi and Flower Tots isn't a kid's show? Is that a kid's show? Your sisters wanted to call you Fifi, huh? And your mom wanted them to call you Nana, essentially. Well, it's because of different Filipino dialects. So the main dialect for Filipino is Tagalog. I guess it's like how I guess the main dialect for Chinese is Mandarin. But there are many other dialects. And my mom's side of the family, I do believe we were like village leaders in the countryside or something like that. And it's from the region of Ilocos, so they speak Ilocano. And that's so I guess more of a countryside dialect. So I guess different words in different dialects can mean different things, is what I have learned. But yeah, basically. So yeah, they call me Fee. That's me. Are there any dialects that sound so far off of Tagalog it's hard to recognize it as the same language? I have no idea, to be honest. I'm sure there are. It's the same thing with in Japan, if you speak enough in your own regional dialect, then it ends up sounding quite different from a Tokyo dialect and stuff. Probably there's a lot of different dialects in the UK too, apparently. When Steiner speaks in his original dialect, I don't understand what he's saying. It's English. It is English, but I don't understand what he's saying. Your brother lives in Kobe, but he says Okinawan is very hard to understand. That's what I've heard. That is what I've heard. We have that in the Netherlands. I can't understand a handful of dialects. It's so funny because in the US, I'm not sure there's any dialects that I can't... Are there enough? I don't even know if it's really dialects or if it's more accents. There are regional accents and certain words in American English, but I'm not sure that there's really extremely distinct dialects that are hard to understand compared to others. Cajun? Okay, there's one right there. Yeah, I guess I haven't heard too much of Cajun. Deep South can be hard to understand. I see. Baltimore supposedly has a dialect. Really? Well, I have only been to Baltimore once. Maybe I better go see what the dialect is sometime. Y'all. Well, it's also because a lot of us within the weeb communities, regardless of where we live, we kind of all keep in touch with each other and talk to each other in a similar way. So I guess we speak a weeb dialect. I bet if some people heard me talking or heard people within our community talking and they weren't weebs, they may not understand a fourth or a chunk of what we're saying. It's very interesting. I'm still learning to understand Phoebe dialect. It's somewhere between Pikmin and the little grubs from Hollow Knight. Exactly! You get it! That's where it falls. You understand, Aqua. You get it. I've been told I have a California dialect and no one can elaborate on what that means. Yeah, what are they even talking about? Do I have a California dialect? Guys, do I have a California dialect? Yeah, honestly it's kind of a weeb dialect. There was this there was this discourse a few years ago about how VTuber girls, or like femme VTubers, some of them talk very similarly to each other, so it's a bit of like a VTuber cadence or VTuber dialect, I suppose. I don't know if I necessarily have ever had that cadence of speaking, because I couldn't really... I think it was like... I think Shy Lily was one of the examples of a VTuber that used that way of speaking, but I don't remember who the rest were. And I don't know if I necessarily fall within that either. Sometimes I'll drop in a heavy otaku sentence in group chat with non-weeb friends just to see them try to translate. Indeed, the USA does have mutually unintelligible, but they're mostly unintelligible dialects, but they're mostly not the geographical ones, they're the professional ones. Yes! Business English and engineering English. Exactly. Supposedly Hella is California. Yes! Hella is Northern California. It is a NorCal Californian dialect. I actually learned that when I went to college, because I was from SoCal my whole life. I still went to college in SoCal, in like the Orange County area. But I got to meet some people from Northern California, and they were like, "Oh yeah, Hella is from Northern California." And I was like, now that I think about it, nobody in my town really used Hella, like not at the time. It may be wider spread now, especially now that we're all more connected via the interwebs and stuff, especially after pandemic. But Hella did originate apparently, or Hella not originate, but like it was mostly used in Northern California. If you say Hella or Grippa, then you have some... Okay, hold on. I've been in California my entire life, and I've never heard Grippa. What is Grippa? It sounds like an anime character name. Maybe they're exaggerating speaking because of the way they operate the models. To be honest, I don't think hard enough about... I don't think hard enough about how I operate my model. I should, though, probably. Oh, Hachi Phoebe from an overheated England. Oh, Serena, please stay hydrated. I'm worried about you. Bjorn, please stay hydrated. Oh, everybody in EU and UK, please stay hydrated. Take care. Grippadese. Like grip of? Okay, but what is the context in which you use grippa? I took that New York Times accent identifier quiz once, and apparently I have a hyper-specific accent local to Washington, D.C., and also Glendale, California for some reason. Wait, there's a quiz like that. Grippa is Hella, but South California. No, I am from Southern California. I lived there most of my life, unless something has developed over the past, like, 5 years that I've not been living down, or 6 years that I've not been living down there. Hold on, I need to text my sisters. I am so intrigued. Have you guys heard the term Grippa? Apparently, it's Californian. More ideas for the personality quiz stream. Yeah, except here it's like, not even personality. Hold on. The New York Times accent text. Whoa. The US dialect quiz. Whoa, I'm so interested. B-chan will always be a SoCal girl. Yes, I'll always be a SoCal girl in my heart. Mint actually has a very interesting accent, but it's fairly faint. It only really comes out in certain words. What kind of accent? It's like there's a little bit of Southern in Mint's dialect. I mean, considering where she's from, I wouldn't be surprised, but I wonder if I've heard it before. Oh, do I do it now, or should I do it during the... No. Personality quiz day is for personality quizzes. Hold on. I'm gonna take this now. I'm gonna take this now. Okay, what does the way you speak say about where you're from? Answer all the questions below to see your personal dialect map. How would you address a group of 2 or more people? You guys. You guys, yeah. I can only choose one, because sometimes I say y'all. I think I say you guys. Your last answer. Okay, that's more. Okay, that checks out. What do you call a traffic jam caused by drivers slowing down to look at an accident or other diversion on the side of the road? Oh yeah, rubbernecking, right? Rubbernecking is the activity, yeah, that causes the traffic jam, but I have no word for the traffic jam itself. Yeah, exactly. Okay, yes, that's it right there. Yeah, apparently you could say Gaper's block, Gaper's delay, looky-loo. Who's that looky-loo? Let me take a look at the looky-loo right there, the looky-loo. Gawk block. Gawk block is awesome, though. Gawk block is kind of awesome. Why don't we have Gawk block? Yeah, but rubbernecking, I learned recently, actually, that it's called rubbernecking. I never knew what people were talking about when they said rubbernecking. Excited to see you perform with Keiki Hime again. She's a sweetheart just like you. Yes, I'm so excited to perform with her again as well. Yeah, Gawk block. Gawk block is awesome. Who uses Gawk block? So curious. What do you call something that is across both streets from you at an intersection? Or diagonally across from you in general? I'm having a hard time picturing this. Hold on. Across both streets from you at an intersection or diagonally across from you in general. No, I don't know. I would only use diagonal from this. How do you pronounce aunt? Oh. With the vowel in ah. You sound like aunt. The vowel in caught. Is this not the same? Ah and caught? Aunt? Caught. Aunt. The vowel in ah. Aunt? Aunt. I think it's this one. Caught? I have the same vowel in ah, caught, and aunt. Yeah. I think ah, caught, aunt. Ah, caught, and aunt. Sound like ain't. I use ah when referring to the general concept of an aunt. My aunt? My aunt? I say auntie. Auntie? When I'm talking to my auntie, I say auntie. Like But when I talk about the concept of an aunt, I use aunt. I use aunt when referring. This is my aunt, my aunt. What's the difference between and caught? Caught. Aunt. Aunt. I have the same vowel in caught, and aunt. Okay. But yeah, I say auntie. When I talk. Okay, if it's auntie, it's auntie. But if it's like aunt, then it's aunt. Ah! What do you call the small gray bug that? Oh, it's a roly-poly. Small gray bug that curls into a ball when it's touched. It's the thing that gave birth in my sister's hand. Pill bug, doodle bug. Oh, I love doodle bug. Potato bug. Isn't that something else? I think so. It's a pill bug, but I call it a roly-poly. Who says wood louse? Wood louse. Roly-poly. How do you pronounce the first syllable of lawyer? Boy. What do you call the area of grass in the middle of some streets? The island, right? How do you pronounce caramel? Caramel. It's caramel. I mean, I've used caramel before. But that's mostly because, like... I use both pronunciations, but the two have different meanings. Yeah, actually, that's what it would be for me. How do you pronounce bin? How have you been? Been. In. With the vowel in sit. It. What do you call the large wild cat? Now, millipedes and centipedes are entirely different creatures, but I think the implication of that is that those people may never have seen a roly-poly before. So they think you're talking about a freaking millipede-centipede thing. I don't know if I've ever seen a centipede-millipede out in the wild before. I've seen them at zoos, or at least the big ones. What do you call the large wild cat native to the Americas? The mountain lion? Mountain screamer. Painter. That's you guys. If any painters in the chat, you guys are now a large wild cat native to the Americas. Mountain lion, I guess. What do you call the insect that flies around in the summer and glows in the dark? Firefly? Peony Wally. What's a Peony Wally? Peony Wally? Look at them Peony Wallies. Look at the peony right there. Look at that peony. It's peony. Are lightning bugs the same as fireflies? Some of these are obscure. I guess so. What do you call it when when rain falls while the sun is shining? A sun shower, right? Huh? Wait a second. What is this? So sun shower, but it also says the wolf is giving birth. The devil is beating his wife. What? Monkey's wedding. Fox's wedding. So why are they either weddings, births, or the devil beating his wife? What the heck? Pineapple ring. Oh, that's cute. Is that what they use in Hawaii or something? Liquid sun is a very... The devil's beating his wife is a southern thing. Okay, what about monkey's wedding or fox's wedding? Who says the wolf is giving birth? What do you mean the wolf is giving birth? Sun shower. What do you call the thing from which you might drink water in a school? A water fountain. Bubbler. A bubbler? People call them bubblers? If they're bubbling, isn't that a bad thing? Water fountain. What do you call the rubber-soled shoes worn in gym class for athletic activities? What do you mean? Are there specific shoes that you wear for gym? Are there specific shoes that you wear for gym? Rubber-soled shoes. Aren't most shoes rubber-soled? Sneakers, right? I don't know. Sneakers? Tennis shoes? I've used tennis shoes, running shoes, sneakers. I started using trainers recently because of Vicky. Sneakers versus tennis shoes. Wait, aren't sneakers and tennis shoes the same? Don't you call them sneaky weekies? You go to the gym in stilettos. That's hardcore of you. Actually, I've been doing all my practice and stuff in heels recently. As part of my training. These are all names for the same shoes, hypothetically. I've used several different of these words before. I guess where are my sneakers? Sneakers? I guess I would use sneakers most often. How do you pronounce the words Mary, Mary, and Mary? This is my friend Mary. I feel quite merry when I see her get married. Oh, that's all the same for me. What do you call an easy high school or college class? What? I've never heard... I've never heard any of these. What do you mean an easy high school or college class? First of all, isn't that just like a non-AP class? I don't... Gut, crypt course, bird, blow off, meat. I've never heard of this. What? I've never heard any of these words before. Other, I guess. This quiz is from 2013, so it might be out of date. What? Oh no! You're right! Oh, it's so out of date! I did not know this existed. Oh god, this is a 13-year-old quiz. What do you call the long sandwich that contains cold cut lettuce and salt on a cold cut sandwich? Sub. Grinder, hoagie, hero, poor boy, bomber, Italian sandwich, baguette. Sorry, I have no word. A cold cut sandwich, I guess. But maybe a sub. A sub, probably. What do you call a traffic situation in which several roads meet in a circle? A roundabout. What do you call the night before Halloween? They have words for this? Gate night, trick night, mischief night, cabbage night, gooey night. No, that's goozy night. Never mind. I thought it was gooey night. It's goosey night. Devil's night, devil's eye. I have no word for this. But cabbage night is kind of fun. Cabbage night. It's called Dad's birthday, Lamal. Yeah. It is called the night before Halloween night is called Dad's birthday, actually. It is called Dad's birthday. Oh, is that what Hallows Eve is? I like cabbage night. What do you call the small freshwater lobster often found in lakes and streams? It's like a crawfish, right? Mudbug. What do you call the small road parallel to the highway? What? I didn't even know there was a word for this. Small road parallel to the highway. I have never heard of this concept. Do you call the sweet spread... do you call the sweet spread that is put on cake frosting or icing? Those are different! Frosting and icing refer to different things. Yeah, I'd say frosting and icing are two different things. How do you pronounce the second syllable of pajamas? Jam. What do you call the area of grass between the sidewalk and the road? What? I have no word for this. What do you call a large motor vehicle used to carry freight? A semi? Let's take a look at the results. Your map. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there you go. Fremont and San Jose. I've become NorCal. I'm a SoCal girly in my heart. I've become NorCal. This is devastating. This is devastating to me. This is devastating. It should say, well, it does say Corona down there. I don't know where Corona is in relation to San Diego. Hold on. San Diego to Corona. It's an hour 30. Oh, Corona is closer to LA. I don't know if I've ever been to Corona. It's east of Anaheim, so it's east of Disneyland. Damn. One of us. Oh god. Gotta start saying Grippa now to compensate. Grippa? Okay, my sisters. You need to look at their response about the Grippa question. Hold on. You need to look at their response. Hold on. Oh. I was like, have you heard of Grippa before? And then Boofy was like, I've never heard of it personally. Buffa was like, Grippa my balls! Am I being ligmud right now? Am I being ligmud? Am I being ligmud? Is grippa really a word? Hold on. Grippa. Term. Oh, apparently, so according to Urban Dictionary, it really does mean really, exceedingly, very, or a lot of. It's like, it's like hella. So when people are like, oh, I ate grippa hamburgers, they're like, oh yeah, I ate a lot of hamburgers. I don't know, did you hear of it at SawCon? Stop! I will not be SawConned! No, you're right. According to Urban Dictionary, it does exist, but I've personally never heard it myself. But yeah, I can't believe it. I can't believe I've been converted. I have been converted. To very, very NorCal. Grippa Chameleon, my favorite Friends love game! One time I got booth E10 at an artist alley, I was very happy. Eaten? Cause it was eaten? You have grippa balls? Stop! I don't think that's the correct way of using it. What about dragon? Stop! It said you have a Vegas accent and your best friend grew up there, so I guess... Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. That makes sense then. Yeah, Californian through and through, I suppose, but specifically NorCalian. Can't believe this. I cannot believe this. That's crazy. But yes, let's go ahead and hop into some Denshattack, shall we? I've been really looking forward to these. If you look at a map and it says E10, these nuts, and you go there and they're actually a nut vendor. That's crazy! That'd be crazy! That'd be crazy! It's Denshattack time! I've been so excited for the game, and I get to use my new controller for the first time. The one that you guys recommended to me, my 8-bit do Ultimate 2 wireless controller. 8-bit do. Oh. 待って。Come on, wireless controller, come on. Bluetooth and devices. It was just connected. I'm trying to reconnect it again. Bluetooth. Come on. There it is. Try connecting your device again. Try connecting your device again. It should be able to be wireless. I don't know why I need to plug it in order for it to be detected. But yeah, there you go. It's okay. I'll just keep it plugged in. Which color? In white. In white. Hi. Okay, let me open the game. Game capture. Okay, let me... Find window capture then. Yeah. Then... Right. Okay, hold on. It has a dongle. You have to use the dongle in Windows. Bluetooth works for Android and phone. It's a dongle. It came with a charging dock, but I don't know if it came with a dongle. Let me look in the box. Maybe the dongle's attached to it. Okay, let me open the box again. Yeah, I've been so excited for this game. Okay. Dongle doko. Yeah, I don't think this one came with dongle. I did follow the instructions too for first time setup. Technically, Steam is detecting the controller, and so is Windows. Technically it is detecting it. I just don't know why I can't control it right now. You got San Jose/Santa Rosa, so I'm obviously from the Bay Area. Now we have the same accent. Yip yip yippee. Yip yip yippee. I would like to play an updated one though, because language just change and evolve. In the mo. Okay. Yeah, it's already on the 2.4G connection. Switch. Huh. Okay, what there? Like the 2.4G adapter. Is there an adapter thing? Does it come with an adapter? Huh. Oh. I'll try restarting the game with the controller already connected, but I did. I've done this like 5 times and it's the same. Hold on. Cuz I was trying to do this before the stream as well. No, I don't see no dongle. It did not come with any dongle. There was no dongle in the box. I have the box here. What controller is it? It is the Ultimate 2 wireless controller. It's technically being detected. Ultimate 2 wireless. It's technically being detected by both Steam and the PC. Yeah. It only came with the charger, the charging base. Check your charging station. The dongle should be inside. There's the dongle. Okay. Let's get that. Thank you, guys. Okay, in which case... Oh, this is a problem. Oh, it's USB-C. Hold on. I'm gonna have no microphone for a little bit. This is the same issue. This is the same issue with only having one USB-C port. Hold on. Mate. 待って待って待って。I'm having to do I'm having to do the I'm having to do the thing that I did when I was doing the My Little Puppy streams. And my audio might not be as good because I'm using USB-A to USB-C when I'm supposed to be using USB-C to USB-C for my interface, but what I really need is I really need that. I really need to use the USB-C for the controller. Okay, let's try this. Oh, okay, the controller is connected. Now let's restart the game again. It's just more unstable, so I sound fine. I mean, just like with the My Little Puppy streams, I sound fine, but there's more of a chance of it going staticky at a point and me having to restart the interface. So maybe Ari, you weren't here earlier. We were talking about we had a whole revelation about trains earlier. Namster raid. Namu! Thank you so much, Namu, for the raid. How was your stream? What were you guys up to? Welcome to the... It's still not working, you guys. It's still not working. We are... This doesn't work. Did you activate the Steam input? I did. I did all of this before the stream. But welcome you guys to the Phoebe Hive. I'm Phoebe, your 2.5D blooming flower idol, singer-songwriter, voice actor, who loves to perform on both the real life and the virtual stage. And today, we are playing a game I've been looking forward to very, very, very much. Drivers. It didn't say I had to install any drivers for this when I looked it up. They say if you play this with a Switch. I love your singing. Thank you, Namu. How was your stream? What were you up to? I hope you had a great day. Your gameplay will get a boost. I have a random Suica card with me that I just carry with me. Okay, let me... Because when I do identify controller and I ping it, it does. Make sure you're using a cable that handles data instead of just powder. I'm not using a cable. It is now Bluetooth. We're using the dongle. Yeah, I have enabled Steam input for everything. For Xbox controllers, for Switch Pro controllers, for generic controllers. Maybe I need to install this Xbox extended feature support driver. I don't know. I'll install it if I have to. Restart now to activate it. Restart what? Restart Steam? Or restart the computer?